Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at the Pinwheel devices. I want to say two things from the get-go. First, this device was provided for me as a demo unit, and I am reviewing it as a demo unit. I did not spend money on this. However, Pinwheel is not paying me any money to showcase this device. I'm doing it because I think it can fill a niche within our community. And second, they also provided me a device for giveaway. So they sent this device. So if you want to win this device, just comment something in the comment box of this video, and I will be picking one winner out of, all of the comments. So if you want this device for your children, which is what it's aimed for, or for yourself, just put a comment and then I'll be picking a winner probably by Friday, sometime during this week. So stay tuned to kind of like the comment section. So let's first get started with the frequently asked questions. As you see in the frequently asked questions, this device is a smartphone. And it does have a decent battery life. I personally like the battery life on the device. And of course, it has good call quality and a lot of other things. But the store is only optimized for whatever they allow. So they don't allow unfettered access to the Play Store. And that's a good thing, especially since this is made for children. But what I do like also is that they have a wide range of devices. Sometimes when you go into some of these companies, they only have like very budget devices like Samsung Galaxy A1s or something like that. And this company also has a Pixel. So a Pixel 9a, that's a pretty recent device with a great camera. And if you want the best of the best and it's running well and it's not going to, break down like other devices that are cheaper, then, I really think it's warranted to spend a little bit more. And their pricing is not too far off from retail price of the actual phones that you see on, they're charging a markup, but it's a little high, but it's not too high, maybe in my opinion. So the device comes with very basic apps from the get-go, but then you get to customize that. So essentially, messages runs like messages, like in a smartphone, you're able to type, you're able to send essentially whatever it is that you want to send. And you don't have any issues when it comes to that. And you also have a Pinwheel settings, which allows you to see some of the apps and verify that this device cannot be tampered with. So essentially, if you want to go into the home settings and you want to kind of like go into developer mode, this will not be allowed because of the profile that they have installed. So if I try here, it's going to say blocked by work policy. So essentially, they're employing a mobile device management solution that essentially says, hey, we're going to lock this down and not allow anything that it shouldn't be there, or extra applications, developer mode, etc. But if you want to add extra applications, let me show you under kind of website what is allowed. So essentially, they have thousands of popular apps with in-depth safety ratings. So essentially what that means is you get a check mark if the app doesn't have any issues. Then you get a little bit of a kind of a mark or a warning saying like, okay, this contains media or file sharing or freemium. It contains ads in the free level. Or you get a red warning if it has mature content, something that may not be appropriate for kids. You can browse all of the apps that they allow, and they have their picks, of course, but they also have fun. They have creativity. They also have Google apps like Gmail, and they have communication apps like Signal or WhatsApp. And I think that this is really great that they have curated a list of apps, so no unfettered access to the Play Store. So children are not necessarily, looking into any app and whatever that they can get, but instead you have to approve them from the desktop side. And you can do this for yourself. So like, let's say that you win this device for yourself, you essentially restrict it or open it as much as you want, but you don't have the access to do it on the phone. Instead, you have to do it on a computer, so you have to be deliberate about your decision. So I definitely like that aspect about this phone, and I like that they are listening to the community as well. So the community of parents and people that are doing this, they have expanded their applications over time. And as I saw in the communication section, they have Proton Mail, which actually came as a recommendation for somebody else because they wanted to get a little bit more of a private email service. So I don't think these devices are going to go mainstream anytime soon, but I think they're actually helpful for a segment of people. So whether it is parents that are looking for, hey, it doesn't look like a dumb phone, my kid is not going to be made fun of, and that's pretty real in a lot of circles, especially in high schools or middle schools. But they're also not going to have access to all the apps in the world, right? They're going to have only this. And while this can be done for free on your own, if you want another layer of kind of like security or another layer of knowing like, okay, I don't have the technical know-how how to do it on my own and how to block all of the installations on my own, then I think this is a decent service with a price that it's worth for that security or kind of having that level of granularity that doesn't allow you to install whatever you want. So if you have any comments or questions about this device, make sure to put them in the comments below. And again, every comment will be entered. And the only restriction is that it has to be within the United States because they only work within the United States, some of these devices. So for the subscription service and all of that kind of stuff. So whenever a winner is picked, I will be sending it to that person. And I hope that they're able to have a good time with this device, either for themselves or for their children. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a great week.